hitting was always one of your strong suits. You played and you had a successful career in college. Now let's talk about the transition. How did you end up with the Rockies, and what was that like from your senior year being in the minor leagues the following year?
Yeah, so how I ended up with the Rockies was like I had put together some really good seasons statistically,
Hmm.
and I still wasn't really in contact with anybody. I had no organizations really reaching out to me. But we had one of our scouts, Mark Gustafson, was in he was in Sacramento watching Sacramento shortstop Scotty Burcham because I think they were recruiting Scotty, and it just so happened the game that he came to, I hit a ball like it's probably the farthest ball I ever hit. So Sac State's got like a four-story parking structure just past their left field fence. Yeah, it just so happened the day that the scout that was at the field watching Scotty play was at the same game where I just happened to run into like I ran into there's like every once in a while it's like you'll just catch the ball right, you know? Like you're not taking a hard swing. I was like 0-2 or something, ran into a fastball and I missed putting it on the structure by about 5 feet. And that was yeah, it was just lucky that I happened to run into the farthest ball of my life the day that I had a scout at the field watching. And then so that was enough that once I did that, then they had a scout come over to Colorado to see me play in another game. And then when they came down, so I'm not sure if it was Gus actually in Sacramento, but Mark Gustafson, he came down in Greeley to watch me play that second game. And the game that he came down to, I also went like 3 for 4 with a home run or something. So obviously, like the stats and everything I put up in college were great, but it's really like me ending up at the Rockies really just came down to I played good in 2 games.
No, that's the thing, the timing and everything. And some things it's funny when you look back on your career or your journey. It's funny how certain things had to line up at the right time for everything to play out how it did, right? And that's what it is. I mean, because who knows, hopefully not, but who knows if those were just your average games, right? Who knows if the story would have played out different. But fortunately for you, it was, two of your really good games, performed really well, hitting really well. And I mean, that really helped to set up that platform to get further looks going into the, graduating and going into the next season. So when did you actually find out about the Rockies? When did you sign? What was that experience like for you?
Yeah, so on draft day, we had a summer ball game. So I was playing for a team from Greeley in the Colorado's Collegiate Summer League.
Mhm.
And I was driving with 2 of my teammates to go get our pregame in. Like we were just driving on our way to the field. And the first like how we found out was we were just watching Draft Tracker. So we were just watching the Draft Tracker on the phone, and I was like, man, like I don't know if I'm gonna get called, but like I sure hope so. And as we were pulling into the parking lot, it was just 30-second round, like boom, we saw it pop up, and like I know for like highly sought after prospects, it's like 30-second rounds, not really what you're looking for on draft day. But for myself, like, I was pumped. I was so pumped pulling into the parking lot. We were just like we were getting after it in the car, me and my me and my teammates, and it was
That's
yeah, just
awesome.
such an unreal experience.
Yeah, that must be awesome working your whole life. And like you said, you want to play baseball as long as possible until someone says you can't, right? So just to see your name pop up, all of the hard work, all of the dedication throughout the years, is finally paying off. So what did you actually go into draft? And did someone call you, or what was the experience like for you?
Yeah, so I was yeah, again we were pulling into one of our summer league games. We saw it come up on the draft tracker, and then probably about 30 seconds or a minute after we saw my name come up, I got a call from Sterling Monfort, who's like the Monforts, like they're big time in Colorado, like I feel like they own like everything. I had Sterling Monfort call me and just tell me congratulations. He had come out and like I'd met him at a time or two before that. It was just yeah, the Colorado Rockies were just so great to me. Like, being a late round pick, going into their organization. So like, I was always treated well, not like I was like someone who got picked last.
Mhm.
And they gave me every opportunity to play. Like they tried to give me as much playing time as they could. I always felt like, and so like I owe a lot to that organization. It was just a totally first class experience all the way.
That's good to hear. I mean, good to hear that your professional experience was, they were very accommodating. They helped, they wanted to see you succeed.